My bad. Alright. There. Let's hold the camera still. Anyways, hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome back to JGS. And you guys, what you saw in the last video, I was officially back. So yeah, if you guys missed that video, I'll just screen record it, and yeah, check it out real quick. Storyline wasn't really picking up anything. It was like me rushing things. So, but anyways, let's get back where I was talking about. Oh, not again. No. Good enough. Anyways, yep, I am officially back on YouTube now. It's been forever, you guys. I haven't done stuff like this in forever. It's been years now. It has been years. I'm surprised I'm back on here. Like, what else is, new? Anyways, I'm here to talk about how my life has been since I left. Well, let's just let's get started with this, shall we? Let's go back straight to 2020. So 2020 is one of those type of years, when COVID started and everything was closing, and the whole pandemic really happened. Everything closed down for a while until everything just reopened in 2021, which I was happy about. But anyways, back in October, what happened was I had to deal with a YouTube problem, and like you guys, how I went through with a situation with my ex-girlfriend Christy. We still talk pretty much. Not really. We haven't seen each other since I went to her birthday party, like back in October, a few months ago. But anyways, I had to deal with all that, and some of you guys viewers didn't, you guys wanted me to stop with the situation, and I did. I stopped the whole thing. I went, confront her in person at her house. We filmed the entire thing about it. I know it's no longer on YouTube because I deleted everything, and that's the whole reason I delete all my videos. It was back in June 15th. That's when I delete all my videos. I should have never done that. I should have kept them on here and just keep them private maybe, and get at some point to get back on YouTube, just take a break for a bit. I should have at least thought about that. But no, I was really dumb enough to do that. And then when I got back on YouTube again in July, that's when I went and refreshed everything. And I'm like, what the hell am I doing? Like, I just refresh everything, and I wish I could have kept the videos on, but no, I was just dumb enough to delete them all. But anyways, yeah, I confronted her in person. We're good. Situation's over, and me continue on with my life, and videos, and everything like that. Things I wanted to do. And then, more on, and in October, I started, talking about a YouTuber that I personally don't even know myself, but he is a streamer. He likes to do live streams. He likes to get mad. Well, he doesn't like getting mad, but he does one of these videos where he does a live stream where he just records himself and talking to people, and convert people to that believe in Jesus, that want to be a Christian. That's who I was talking about, and that was the very last video that I ever posted onto YouTube. that was the last video I posted. And after that, I was completely done. Someone made a video about me, so I definitely know how that feels, and it's not good. I learned through that for years, and knowing that I should never talk about anyone with their consent. And plus, this dude lives in Texas anyways. What he's gonna do? Come down here and yell at me? Like, fuck. Like, yeah. But anyways, man. Yeah, after all that went down, I was kind of happy. It felt free, honestly. Ever since I quit YouTube, it felt like a free option. Like, I had the option to leave, but I feel kind of sad leaving YouTube, because YouTube is my thing, and that's what I love to do. And then when I left, it felt different. It felt like I went back to my old original life, where everything is not always on camera. Like what happened? What happened to all that? That's what I missed. But yeah, after all that, we were still online, of course, and for a while now, till March. At the very end of March, there was the option where we can choose online or in person. And I chose in person because, I miss being in school. I miss being around my friends, everyone else that I know. And plus, I was still a single guy at the time. I was enjoying myself. I was enjoying my life. Not having to deal with relationship problems. I was focused on myself, and I was waiting for the right time whenever I meet someone. And I have talked to some girls around the school, and none of them really worked out, because what's the whole point? I'd rather just let God just tell me where I need to be, who I need to be with. So, and it happened. It actually happened, because there's someone that I actually met. I'm not gonna say her name on here or anything, because she's no longer in my life, and I'm just gonna keep my mouth shut about it. Not gonna mention her. But anyways, yeah, and also there's had to do with a lot of situations involving with this person that I've known. I'm not gonna blur his name out. I don't want to mention his name out. Just gonna mention the story, but I'm not gonna mention what his name is. One time we were it was during break time for like 30 minutes at least, I know, and it was lunchtime and everything. We were all hanging out. I was hanging out with this guy that I didn't like, and all this shit went down because he was looking at some kind of girl, and this girl's like, "What the you looking at?" and shit like that. And then the guy that I don't like, he said bitch right towards her, and then she heard it. This girl heard it, and a lot of that went pretty down. Of course, I was around. My other friends were around, and yeah, and all that really happened. There was going to be a fight at the school. I was surprised that none of that happened, but it was really crazy. And then we were all just walking out of the basketball court and everything, and everyone just like shit like that. And I'm like, "Hey, fuck you, motherfucker! I'll beat your ass, man!" And I said, "Bring it." And that's what happened. And then after school came. Wow. And I was waiting for the bus. My brother was with me, his friends, and everyone else. Everyone was there, waiting for the damn city bus to come. And then these two guys that I don't like, they followed me. We were just talking and everything about what happened that time, and then this other guy that I don't like, he mentioned that he wants to bring a gun to school and shoot up those kids, those guys that were on to him or on that day. And I'm like, what the fuck? And then everyone heard it. Everyone around the bus area heard it. And I'm like, what's wrong with this fucking guy? And then waiting until Monday to come and tell the assistant principal about what happened. And he got in trouble for it and got suspended for a while. And after that, he hasn't been back inside the campus until the first day. He was right back in online. I was kind of happy about it. I was happy that he was gone because I don't want to have to end up dealing with this guy through the semester. And yeah. All that went down, and I was still dealing with a bunch of bullshit every day in school, trying to focus on myself, and I having a hard time doing that while this is going on. Like, no one doesn't want to deal with crap like this, and they lose focus on whatever they're focused on to all that. And then the summer came. Summer was really peaceful for me, and I was happy about it. And I met someone. Well, actually, I knew her since January. We had a conversation before. I talked to her about something, and she got mad at me and wasn't too good at the first start. Then when we got to know each other for a while online and through Instagram and everything, we just suddenly it got a little weird, honestly, because before I didn't actually like this girl. I never did. I never really did, because I heard rumors about, with my other friend, he was cheating on by the same girl that I used to date. But the girl told me that she was something on the wall. She was being forced, to cheat on him. I'm like, I told her, you have the opinion. You have an option, like a choice, not to listen to whoever's telling you to do this. Like, that's just bullshit. Like, honestly, that's just total bullshit. Like, total fucked up, and I didn't really trust her until once I got to know her personally. And we started dating back in August 6th, 2021. That was, that's when we got started together. I was actually really happy that I was in a relationship with someone else than just my ex. Because I wanted someone very serious that isn't just a, plain up jokester all the time, like doesn't take things very serious. And yeah, all that. Then we've been dating for a while, almost 2 years almost. I'm gonna tell you guys about that in a bit. Let me just continue where I'm at. Anyways, and then the same person came back, the one that got suspended from school, was kicked out for a bit until the first day. He came back, of course, and had to deal with him all over again. And I'm like, no, I don't want to have to fucking deal with this guy again, because I'm tired of this dude. This dude wanted to freaking kill me. And then one time, my ex and I, we were hanging upstairs and, just hanging out, like, boyfriend and girlfriend type of shit. And then him and his freaking dumb friends showed up. And my ex was flipping off at him and everything. And I did the same thing, like, fuck you motherfucker. All that shit. And then he got really furious about it. And then we both ran inside the buildings, and tried to get away from him. And we did. But until after school came, oh God, I was looking for my brother the whole time. Couldn't even find him. I was scared half to death what was gonna happen. And then I saw the guy I didn't like. He was coming towards me, and his dumb friend was coming too. And then he came out really fast, like, and then he punched me in the face, very softly. Like, I think it was right here or somewhere over here. I was wearing my mask, my sunglasses. He punched me right there in this freaking cheek, and I remember which cheek it was. It was this one right here. That motherfucker punched me softly right here. And I just ran out from him. I did not want to freaking hit him back, because I don't know what would happen if I did. This dude is tough. This dude would literally knock me down. Not because I'm saying I'm a pussy, bro, because I'm trying to protect myself. I'm trying to protect myself, dude. And yes, I was scared of this guy back then. And then now, I'm not really scared of him. I'm going to tell you all guys about another thing in a bit once all this is done. And then by the next week or next day, I forgot when this happened, I told the assistant principal what happened. And oh God, I remember I was dragged right to the office, and he was dragged in the office too. We were both in the same room. And oh my God, I was scared half to death, because I told him the whole story, what happened to the assistant principal, and then he got so raged at me. He got up like this, and like he was like, and then the assistant principal was trying to protect me from that. He was protecting me, and I appreciate that. And then, oh God, he wanted to freaking kill me. He wanted to kill me. He looks like he was about to get his bare hands on me. And then I left the room, and then there was like a bunch of yelling and arguing going on, and I was just sitting right next, almost close where the office was. I was sitting down, and then hearing all this. And then pretty much he got suspended for like a week, and I got in-school suspension for 1 day. At least 1 day it happened. I was in that. And then he was suspended for like the whole entire week, which he, do more better than this, because this dude is fucking terrifying. He will definitely hurt me. I tried to ask, everyone to kick this guy out, and no one even cared or even wanted to kick people out. They waited for him to graduate, and that's what happened. He actually graduated. That freaking dumb head of his graduated. I'm just being honest, He's dumb as fuck. I'm just saying, dumb as fuck. But anyways, I was in school suspension for 1 day. It was kind of boring. I was texting my ex at the time, asking what she's doing, and to see if she could come to the room with me, and the teacher who who's in charge of kids who does bad stupid shit and ends up in school suspension for like the teacher didn't let her in, so I was like, oh, and I felt more sad about it. And then she was standing right next to the door while we were just talking, which it made me happy a lot. And then that was that 1 day. And then, oh God. And then the same bullshit's been going on for months with this guy, and he can never just like, get out of my head. It's like something's in my head that is really annoying and I want to get rid of it, and it's over and over again. Like, how can I get rid of it? If I just listen to music or something to get rid of it? Like if I just put on like, some kind of music or whatsoever to, get rid of freaking sound or what? Like, what? I don't know. It's just like that. It's just like he's like always around. I hear his voice every day. Like shit like that every day, and I can never get over that. I just couldn't. I can't. It's all the time. And I waited months for this dude to leave. I want him to be gone. Not like dead, but like out of the school already, dude. Like, get the out. And that's all I ever wanted. Ever since I first met him. But no one seemed to care. No one seemed to care at all. And anyways, me and my ex were still together. Happily. I was really trusting her a lot since I got to know her more well. And yeah. And then there was a whole situation with me and my ex. I kind of thought that I got her pregnant at first. I thought, okay, kids nowadays, they get people pregnant, and that's completely insane, and I thought I was going to be a father at first, but it was just a false alarm. She was having her period problem, and everything like that. It was just that the whole time. She didn't have one for like a whole month and waited for what's gonna happen, and luckily I'm not a father yet. I'm like, holy crap, I'm not a father. And I've been so stressed about it lately, like the last few days. And then when my parents found out, I did not want to have to go through all this at all. Because I see it from my mom's eyes how she reacted. I feel like a terrible kid doing something like this that should have been waited for till after marriage. And I've been so stressed about it. I cried. I couldn't focus on my classes. It was so hard. And at the time I had a job and everything. If she was actually pregnant, I would have had to work, a bit of full-time job. To raise up some money, buying some things for her, having a kid on the way. If that would have actually happened, that wouldn't have been so bad for me, but it would be my responsibility to, take care of her, take care of the kid, take care of my job. And it's going to be hard, like, focus on school too. Like, I was not planned to drop out. I wanted to continue with school and graduate from there. And so yeah, after all that, it was all over. And her family, they didn't like me after that. They didn't. But they didn't really hate me. They still like me. I've done nothing bad to her to hurt her. I've always been there for her, no matter what, like all the time. Her dad is just the only main guy that didn't like me, that doesn't trust me. I don't blame him, Like, for example, when I become a father, if my daughter does the same shit like that, obviously I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be so mad at her that she got pregnant by a dude that she knows. Or probably that doesn't even know him, because you know how things are nowadays. This generation is fucked up. It's always fucked up. You guys should know that. obviously, like, this world is all messed up. Like, what can we do about it? We can't change it. We can't change a thing. And then, anyways, months go by, same old shit every day. And then back in May 2022, I did something that I should have never done. But I wish my ex could have stopped me. But she never did. I'm the whole reason that I got in trouble. She could have came along with me. I don't know, like, there was a camera up in somewhere on the, I think somewhere on the right side. I don't know if the camera was pointing at me. I don't know how the security get me. Or unless it was one of those teachers that called security to come get me. Like, I don't know which one, because there was actually a lady that came out of the classroom. And my ex and I were sitting on the floor. There was that writing on the wall. Actually, you know what, you guys? I want to show you guys what it actually looks like. But there's going to be names on there, so I'm going to try to blur them out, maybe. So yeah, take a look. So yeah, I just had to end up blurring the names because I did not want that to be shown. Because if they're actually watching this, I don't know how would they actually react to this. Honestly, it's pretty fucked up. But except for the bottom, say art bitches. Yeah. Because I'm not talking about their name. I'm not gonna mention their names on here. Like, what you guys just saw is, that's them. But anyways, I got in trouble for that. I ended up having in school suspension for like 2 days. And this was the middle of when I had to do with my finals, and I was pretty late to do that. And I kind of ruined everything, and I failed most of my exams. But I was still, I was still managed to pass all my classes. I was lucky enough to pass one. It was my history class. My counselor helped me out. She helped me get my grade up, and I was really grateful for that, because I was afraid I might have to take summer school for it, and I did not want to do that, because I already had to take summer school once. I don't want to have to go through it again. But yeah, that was, all that was crazy. And then the last time I seen him, this guy, it was on his graduation day. Yeah. The last time I ever seen him, I never want him to be in my life again. He's completely gone. But things, oh god, a lot happened. At the time, my ex and I, we weren't really getting along. We ended up breaking up for a bit. I wish we never did. I wish we could at least, talk, work things out, and still be together. But we managed to get back together, like June. We managed to get back together, and I was happy about that. And I want to refix everything. Still want to continue with the close to our 1 year anniversary and everything. And we managed to made it for 1 year. I'm surprised, because I never had a relationship for that long like that, and I was really surprised. But anyways, in June, I lost my job. I got fired from a job that I worked at. It was in a grocery store. All because what I've been doing last months and everything. I've been hiding in the bathrooms the whole time. Been on my phone. I've been doing my job and everything, but I've been mostly doing things that I should have never done. It was a life lesson for me. I didn't have enough money. My last paycheck wasn't even a lot. It was not a lot. And I lost all of it. Almost. And I was afraid I wouldn't pay my phone bill. I asked my mom for help, and I had to take things my responsibility. But I learned my lesson, and then I found me another job. I got hired, and I've been there at another store. It's called Safeway. I've been there for like 1 year, a whole year. I'm getting close to my second year in September. I'm very excited for that because it's actually my first time in my life that I've been in a job for like a year, like a whole entire year without even getting in trouble or getting fired. I've been doing good. Things were pretty good. Yeah. Things were going great for a while. Got friends, girlfriend, my job, money, family. Like, I had all that. My life it's been so great for a while. And then throughout 2023, when New Year started, things were going alright. There's been ups and downs with my relationships. There's been ups and downs a lot of times, and me and her weren't really getting along after. We've been arguing like every day, all the time, non-stop, and mostly in person too. And on the phone, I just yelling at her, and then when I look back at myself when we broke up in June 14th, I looked at myself and I'm like, what the fuck did I do? I just ruined my whole entire relationship. I was so mad at myself. I wasn't happy. I feel terrible. Just the way how I treated her, I feel terrible about it. And my actions towards her, I get mad at her for no dang reason. I should have controlled myself. But I wasn't too happy at her all the time. I'm always happy to see her every day because she makes my day better, but throughout every day it feels like I'm making myself worse and worse, and I'm making her worse all the time. And she's been trying to cheer me up and everything. I say that she done everything for me, and I done things for her. But the way I do things for her is terrible. I took her out on a date on her birthday and everything. I took her out. I never let her what she wanted to do. Everything's always gonna be about me, and I ruined that. I feel terrible about it. Not to this day, because none of it matters anymore. Because I completely moved on. Seriously, I had. But when I look back at myself, I feel like I was in a relationship and everything, and I ruined it. I say to myself, I wish I could just go back and refix everything. Back then, I always just, think about it. think about every day. I wish I could just go back and fix everything. But all that was over with. None of it matters anymore to me. None of it does, honestly. And I don't really care. I don't really care about it anymore. That, all that's in the past. Even though, anyways, let's get back. When we broke up back in June 14, it's been weeks since we talked and we broke up. She started moving on to the next relationship with someone else that I've known. And this kid, I never really liked this kid because when we were in school at the time, he always comes up to me no reason, acting all weird and gay towards me. Like, what the fuck, dude? Like, get out of here, man. Get out. No, fuck that, man. But I know what he was trying to do. He was trying to get closer to my ex. I should have fucking figured that. One time I asked him, do you like her? And he said, a little. And I'm like, what the fuck? Even if you like her a lot, I'm gonna be like, what the fuck? Oh, hell no, dude. I didn't take that shit. I was so mad at this dude. And then when I told her about it, she was surprised. I'm like, I was a jealous guy all the time. I was. And I was jealous that, another dude was liking her. And I'm like, nah, fuck that. But yeah, she started dating this dude after like 2 weeks. And then they done things that I should have never known, which is none of my business. But she tells me otherwise, which is so weird. Like, keep that to yourself. And she does this all the time. She never keeps shit to herself. I think she's just trying to do this to make me jealous, but I don't know 100%. Like, what does this dude got when I don't? This kid never had a job. He never had a job. He never really buys you shit. I've mostly been doing that because I'm responsible. I know I buy my own stuff, and I buy you stuff for you too, like every time. That's because I loved her. I loved her a lot. I've done everything for her. And then the next month later, they broke up for no dang reason. I don't know what happened, really. She told me about it, but I'm just like, why? Why'd you break up? And then we both started hanging out again. We were doing school shopping, and I bought her the shit, which I was so mad about that. I was so mad that I bought her shit that she didn't fucking deserve. Her mom could at least buy her stuff, not me. Like, why am I spending my money on you? Why? But she owed me back that type of money. It was like at least $80 or more. But she gave me back like a whole 100, which I was saving. And then we didn't know what we were gonna do after that. And so we thought about going to this kid's house that she was dating with and that I didn't like. And even though she had his jacket, I wanted to do the favor. I wanted to return it myself. And then when we got there, I told her to film the whole thing, what's gonna happen. I told her what I was gonna do. And then she feels bad for him. But honestly, I regret that a lot. So what happened was, when we came by to his house, he lived in an apartment, he lives with his grandma and everything, and I was knocking at his door, Even though if I had that video still, I would kind of show it to you guys. No lie, no shit. I would definitely show it to you guys. But it's gone, no longer my phone, because it looked kind of fucking stupid when I did that. But if I had it, I would have shown you guys it. It would have been so crazy to look at. But anyways, I was knocking on his door. His grandma showed up. I asked for him. And then, actually this whole time, he knew I was coming. He looked at his window. And then he showed up. I was turned around like this. And then I turned right back around and say, "Hey, Pearson." And I just threw his jacket, and I'm like, "You better stay away from him. I don't want you near her or shit like that. You better stay away from her." And then her grandma got so fucking furious at me. And then I thought that me and him were actually gonna fight or something, because that's what I kind of thought. And then my ex was telling me, like, let's go, like, let's get out of here. And then his grandma was like, "I'm gonna call the cops." I'm like, "Go ahead." And I'm like, "This dude has sex with her in your house, And then after that, we ran back to the car. We drove off very quickly. And then we went back to her place. Her dad wasn't really home. And I was actually shaking. I was scared half to death, because she said that she was actually gonna call the cops on both of us, or just me. I wasn't really sure. And I told my friend Eric, I was on the phone with him, told him what happened, and then he was talking to the kid I didn't like. And then Eric told me that he wanted to not press charges. I meant like put like a restraining order on me and my ex. But they never actually put a restraining order on both of us, none of us at all. And then, the next day came. Everything just went down. I was having the worst day ever. From hearing from her and all that shit. I was having the worst day of my life. I was at work. I couldn't even stop thinking about what just happened. I was not proud of myself, because I regret what I was doing a lot. And I mean a lot. And then my ex was starting to talking to him again, which I told her not to talk to him again. She didn't really care what I say, even though I know we're not together anymore. She does what she wants, and she wants to talk to him, go ahead and talk to him. But I was just having a bad day. And then what happened was, she told him my full entire name. And I got so mad at her. She betrayed me. And she was with me. No matter if she did the same thing like I did, she was still with me. She was up there. She was downstairs filming me. She was right there. And she saw everything. She was right there filming me and everything, and I'm like, kind of pissed me off. I feel betrayed. Like, what the fuck, dude? And then I stopped talking to her. The last time I talked to her, it was, I wanted to make this a final moment of me talking to her. We were having a long conversation on Snapchat. We were calling, and I'm like, "Hey, What's going on? And shit like that. I told her I was sorry about everything. She was sorry too. We forgave. We want to make this to like a ending, final chapter, and yeah. And at the time, I wanted to change myself. I wanted to turn things around and become a new, better person. Which I was doing that back in August. But then it didn't last too long. And then on the first day of school, I went back to Camelback, and I wasn't only gonna see just her and everyone else. I was actually there to grab something, but I never got a chance at all. I actually snuck inside of the campus, and without going through the front, I went to the back. There was no security, so I snuck in. I was managed to sneak in, and I saw everyone, like new freshmen and shit like that, and all the people that I know, they were inside the cafeteria. So I went inside. I saw my ex, and I saw the kid that I don't like. Saw my friend, and I told the kid what that I didn't like. I apologized to him. I told him not to put a restraining order on me. Like, don't just waste your time on it. Even though I'm never gonna come back and see you like that. Like, not gonna remember where you lived. Cause and yeah, and we were good. Things were good. And then I went off. Security actually kicked me out of the campus. I was walking right down to McDonald's because I was hungry as shit. So that's what I did. I had music blasting and thinking about what happened. I feel like it was an ending story. That's what it felt like. But yeah. And then months been going by, and then my ex kept on coming back to my life. She's been annoying the fuck out of me all the time, every day, every week, every month. Like, I was so tired of this. All of it. I'm like, leave me alone, please. You know, we just went through, I don't want to have to go through the same shit again. And then going through with your family doesn't freaking like me. They wanted me out. They probably want me dead. That's what I feel like. But I have nothing against your family or you. Like, none. And then back in March, right before we moved here, we officially stopped talking. We had a huge, trash talking, and yeah. And that was it. She said everything that she was gonna say. I said everything I was gonna say. That was it. I haven't talked to her since what happened almost 2 months ago now. I'm surprised that I haven't talked to her. I'm so happy about it. But things weren't going so good for me after that. Everything went a downfall for me. I was depressed at the time. I felt lonely. I was crying because I've been going through a struggle with my classes. I was failing. I was scared to fail. In school, I'm almost done with my classes. I only got one more day. left, and that's on Friday. Tomorrow and Thursday, I don't have classes on the day. Well, actually Thursday I do, but there was my instructor told me that there's an option where we can just come in or not, and I chose not to come in on that day because I want to relax on that day actually. And yeah, then Friday is actually going to be my last day. Till then. It's a lesson for me. And yeah, you guys. Oh yeah, actually, I forgot. Bonus. Which I was going to tell you guys. So, a few weeks ago, the same guy that I didn't like, that wanted to kill me and everything, the guy I was just talking about the whole time, this whole entire video, he put me in a group chat and trash talking to me. And he was saying that I wanted to kill him or something. I never said anything like that. And I'm like, what the? I'm like, this fool, does he have nothing else to do than just bothering me? And he made a whole entire video about me. I'm not going to show you guys it, because I don't want to have to end up showing his face and everything. I'm not going to show you on my phone like right now. Like, I'm not going to do that. And then yeah, I blocked him. I removed myself from that group chat. I did not want to have to deal with that shit again. And just move on to my life. And holy crap, that is it, you guys. I guess I'm done for this video. I don't know how long I've been filming. Hopefully, like, ain't too long when I post this. It's only like 11:32 right now. I'm gonna get some rest. It's been awfully a long day. And yeah, you guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for taking the time to watch this. And then by the next few videos, I ain't gonna talk about this because this is the only video I want to talk about. And and then once I'm back with all this, there's gonna be vlogs. There's gonna be. I'm gonna tell you guys on that in the next video how this channel is gonna be. So yeah, you guys, thanks for watching. Just like, subscribe, comment, and follow my socials and everything. I'll put them down in the description. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you guys later. Goodbye.